And good afternoon, everybody. This is Michael Filigera. I am with LogicalSignals.com and also TradersHelpingTraders.com. And this is the Elliott Wave update for the NASDAQ 100 for Tuesday, June 29th, 2021. Market continued to rally today after basically starting the session and what was going to appear to be an inside day. We weren't really rallying to new highs. We weren't really dropping to new lows. And it was kind of very boring. It was very sleepy. And then as we got to the close, at that closing round that started really at the 4 o'clock hour at the close, we had a spurt of buying. That buying pushed the market up to next levels, up to 14,584.75. So that's the new all-time high thus far. And as I left off yesterday, I had originally said, well, I'm going to count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're in that final fifth. And I felt that what we needed was to probably get above there and then start to break above what at that point was fib resistance at 14,532-ish. And then we had, I think, up here in the 50 area or 60 area. And I felt that that's where it would reach. And then that might complete the whole pattern. But I also had left open the potential for this initial count that at this point only completed sub-minute wave 1 of minute wave 5. That seems to be what has now taken place. The market, as I left it yesterday, I said the market will tell us pretty quickly, and it did at the end of the day, that what this was really going to pan out to be. So sub-minute wave 1, sub-minute wave 2, and now we're in sub-minute wave 3. And how best I can count this is that this is sub-minute wave 1, sub-minute wave 2, and we are in a 3 of 3 move out of all of this. Where can wave 3 take it? We're now measuring wave 3 against wave 1. That's the relationship that we have at this point. Wave 3 would be equal to 6.62% of wave 1 at 14,599, basically 14,600. Essentially, wave 1 is coming in pretty high at 400 some points. Wave 3 thus far has only done 271 points. Not long enough. I would not be able to label this as wave 1 with this being all of just wave 3. So I am suggesting that this third wave is going to continue and likely reach up to these levels. Now, basically, we got 1 day left for all of this portfolio adjustments to take place. And I was not really expecting that they're going to move into the speed that they did today in the NASDAQ. I thought it would take more place in the S&P, in the broader market, and in the Russell. It did a little bit. They ended up down on the day. And the NASDAQ pushed itself to new highs. So market continues to tell us what's going on, and sometimes even the best laid plans go out the window. So what am I looking for from here? Again, I must trade what's in front of me. I must use my moving averages, the Fibonacci resistance levels, the Elliott wave count, all to provide some parameters around what we can expect. I'm expecting the market to continue to move higher. It all fits in that we're really looking for a blow off type high. Just grabbing for the stars, get up there, get rejected, and boom. So each time this market moved to a slight new high today, I kept thinking, okay, is that it? It's going to tell me because the market will actually reject that level and sell. Well, initially it did. Initially it did reject a level right there. But look, it came down and boom. So it kind of got up up to 14,562 and a half. Kind of rejected it, dropped back, but only $32. Not a big rejection. And then it just took off again. So that also clued me in. It's like, we're not done. We're just moving. We're going up again. So I still believe we have that. And then once we're there, we should get a more serious rejection of the level. The sellers move in, and that's it. And then that's who's taken over. But where's that going to take place? I'm thinking up here. And then, so what we're finishing, right? Fairly large third wave, sub-minute level. And it's also subdividing. So we've got a lot of levels here that we're going to have to complete. And so I think we're still stair-stepping up resistance because we have the larger, this is measuring the whole minor fifth of where it could possibly go. And this is now down to the, actually, no, I take that back. It could be what we're witnessing here, what we're getting on is, yeah, we're now measuring where minute wave 5. So not even on the minor level. I've not gotten that one done yet. And that's even one more layer that I can put in there. And I'm going to do that in a second. Because that would actually provide us some additional, and we can see where our overlap is. But I'll do that once we're down into a level where I think that we are in that final wave. So right now, I'm just placing where the minute wave 5 could get to. And then I'm double measuring to see where the sub-minute wave 3 could get to. So those are the two that we have out there. This outside is for the minute 5. So minute 5 can actually would equal 5 would equal 3 at all the way up here, 15,210 or 09. That's quite the move. So that's still very valid level. Now within it, we've got 1, 2, we're in 3. Where can 3 take us? 3 would equal 1 at 14,777. I like the number. And that's actually going to be the target. That's where I think it should finally go. Might get a little bit above it to put wave 3 as the longest wave. That would be fine. But this is in that zone. Here's resistance, 14,677, 731, and then 777. And we pull back. That just finishes 3. We pull back in a 4, and we race up in a 5. And then we're up into this step zone. And look at them cluster around there. Okay, so let's bear in mind, I'm going to keep this one up. I am now going to, I'm going to take this one off. So I can add another one. I'm going to take that one off. Now we've got my new 5. Let me go back out to my hourly chart. Now I want to put up the 4th wave. And that's going to be, I'm going to measure from way down here up to, no, sorry folks, that's wrong. I need to go out to the daily chart because I'm measuring 2 to 3 to 4, and that'll put us the minor 5. So there's 1 little degree off. 3, right there, and the 4. All right, now let me go back down to that hourly. So now we're measuring the minor wave 5 to see where could that end up. Well, right here, 15,004. That is where minor 5 would be equal to 618 of -3. Actually, no, I'm wrong. It's up even higher, isn't it? No. I can just pull this out. I got to look at it a little bit cleaner now. All right, so this one is showing us there. Yeah, 15,004. And up to, oh, wow, 16,000. I don't think it's going to get that high, but hey, who knows? So again, we're above at 618. We're looking at 15,004. Now, let me come back down because we really do have a collection up there. And so we're getting quite the zone. And we're going to, I think, stair step up to it. Now we have some additional numbers here at 15,209. So again, in this third wave, which likely is going to get us closer to 15,000, but I think that's where we're going to end up eventually. That's where we're going to end up. We are going to get up to 15,000. If my calculations are correct, and this will be the zone. That's really high, and that's a blow off. And we had a pretty good rally today, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. Now, can the count change? Yes, we're going to let the market tell us what it wants to do. And so we continue to trade using the moving, oops, I'm up to 5 minutes, I'm up to 30. We're going to continue to trade how the moving averages are. Right now, look at this. All lined up to go up. Let me go to the hour. All lined up to go up. So they're not even telling us that this thing is over. I'm going to go up to the daily. And let me just pull this open so we can see it. All lined up to go up. Look at now. The 4 is kissing the rally. So on a daily level, it's holding. It is definitely holding. Let's do that. Gotta look at these things. Edit my studies. Moving average is 4. Subminute. I'm using yellow and it should be blue. But I'll leave that for right now. And so this is the 4. And the 4 is still guiding this thing higher. So we're not breaking, and then look how high it is, 14,468, 69. Wow. So we're getting close. We're getting close because this is what we start to look for this thing to break to signal we're done, and it's not. But as it moves higher, so does that moving average. So we're going to keep an eye on that. If we start to come off, we will have to flip out to that daily level to see and to make sure that what we've got going on is indeed the end. But even in here, yeah, I mean, I could go back, but I just don't think that we're done. So we're going to continue to look. We've got our upside levels. Downside should again still be shallow as this finishes. So they might be tradable downside because we're obviously moving into some fairly strong overbought, but momentum is still very strong, pushing right here at the top of its levels, but it's still fairly strong. So continue to trade according to your moving averages, according to the Fibonacci's. You can see how I put additional Fibonacci inside all of this. I don't want to clutter the chart because it would start to get really messy. If I take out that one, then I can put back this one, which gives us third wave projections. And now you can see we're still up into that. And how do we get up around this 15.4? We got good levels. So we still, even within this wave, we match up here, 15,004, 15,067, way too high. This is 28 in the realm of reality. 15,000 for sure. So we're still in line to break higher, pull back, and then break and finish. Looking like 15,000 at the moment. So I'm going to leave it. And the next update will be Wednesday, June 30th.